Today is International Transgender Day of Visibility, and one LGBTQ advocacy group here in Connecticut is pushing to help people who are trans to have their stories heard. Happy to have us now to talk about the importance of addressing the issues that the trans community faces is Finn Lockwood from the New Haven Pride Center. Finn, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. It's so nice to be here to talk to you.
Yeah, it's glad to have you here. Please, just for those who are unfamiliar, let's start with the basic broad brushstrokes here. What is the meaning and the importance of this day to you and to the community as a whole?
So I think the day kind of has a little bit of a different meaning to, each individual person, because the trans community is so varied and different that it's kind of hard to give it one solid definition. Some folks are very proud and out of their identity. They own their transness. They want people to know. Other people are maybe not wanting to disclose that information for various reasons. But I think the main takeaway from the day in general, though, is to give representation to the trans and gender nonconforming communities. Because visibility is representation, and representation is what makes us feel as though we belong, as though we can do everything everyone else can. Visibility isn't about putting anyone on a pedestal. It's about us claiming our space at the table. It's about us being equal. And, the visibility also allows us to be seen as just another part of society, another beautiful aspect of society. And the more people see us, the more we become a regular part of that society.
And visibility also attracts all sorts of attention. And the world has focused a lot on a bill that was recently passed down in Florida on this past week, which was trying to restrict some level of education and discussion about sexual identity, about gender identity down in Florida. So how has that changed the meaning of the week this particular year?
I think that, it's political now. It's personal for a lot of us. I think it is just more important now than ever to have this day and have the visibility, because we need to have the same rights as everybody else. We do not deserve to have our rights stripped away from us. Trans Day of Visibility is highlighting our strengths and accomplishments. And I do hope that the more we celebrate and the more we get the awareness out, that these kinds of bills, people will start to realize how absolutely inhumane they are.
Now, what events are the New Haven Pride Center doing today and throughout the week, of course, it's not just one day, it's throughout the months and the years, just to try to highlight people who are transgender and to try to, once again, just bring awareness, bring that visibility that the community needs?
So today, this follows really well into what we were just talking about. We have a conversation at 1 p.m. today virtually that is called Creating Safe Spaces for Trans Youth. So it's a conversation about what we can do as a community to make safer spaces for children, for trans youth. Trans children need to be protected. And this evening, we're going to be having a community conversation with the trans community at the New Haven Pride Center. And after that, we're going to be going out for a night out for dinner at Blue Orchid in downtown New Haven, which is a wonderful LGBTQ safe and owned space. So we're really looking forward to it. We had a full week of programming, talking about various different people in the local community. Yesterday, we had a music highlight. And all of these programs can be found on our Facebook, at New Haven Pride Center on Facebook, and on YouTube as well. So if you want to check any of that out retrospectively, you can do that as well.
There you go. And we'll try to get those links up on fox61.com as well. Finn Lockwood from the New Haven Pride Center. We are out of time, but thank you for taking the time to join us this morning and spread the word. We do appreciate it.